Hey guys, it's Mike at youarethepath.com. It's really windy outside, so I thought I'd shoot indoors. No fancy backgrounds this time, just me wanting to connect with you, share something of myself. So, what's helping right now? Well, as you know, a couple of weeks ago, I think it was, I had a realization that I wasn't getting enough greens in my diet, but it was just a nice thought. I didn't actually take action on it. So I want to give a shout out to Conflict OD because he inspired me to actually go out there and get some greens. But he used the word iron. He said, you also need iron. And just because like the word greens, okay, I know leafy greens is good, but the word iron, I associate that with a mineral, and you need minerals, and it became more real. It was more like a solid thing. Okay, yeah, my body actually, yeah, it needs the iron because it does these kind of cellular things and helps with the brain's functioning. And it just became more real. Went out there, got the greens, and I've been doing that all week. And feeling a lot better. I notice it in my skin. I notice it in my eyes. I notice it in my cognitive thinking. I have more vigor, more vitality. There's more chance that I'm going to want to go out there and do it. Not just that I want to go out there and do it, but I'm actually going to have the energy to do it. You know what I mean? My body's going to actually be able to stay the distance with what my mind wants to do. Because it's one thing to have the mind ready, but if the mind's ready and the body's not ready, you know, you've got a misalignment. So nice one, Conflict OD, for putting your stuff out there, because it's made a difference in my life. And you know, that's the amazing thing with YouTube right now, is the power to touch other people's lives. But you know, we've got to use the inspiration when it's there. There's something known as the law of diminishing intent, and the law of diminishing intent says that the longer you leave it, the more chance that the inspiration will wane. So once you have the inspiration, take the action. Don't sit on it, because you're going to doubt it. If you leave it a few days, you'll doubt whether it was such a good idea, or maybe it's not such a good idea, or maybe I can't really do that. Do it there and then. You know, sometimes the inspiration can come in the doing of it also, and it helps if you have relationships whereby you're both vibing off of each other and you're both encouraging each other to take action. And then that kind of a relationship is a real joy, because you can inspire each other and encourage each other's creativity to come forth out into the world. So I made a pact with a client that I'm working with right now, and he had his thing going on. There was a bit of procrastination there, and I had my procrastination thing going on with the yoga. I hadn't been doing the yoga either, so I was like, okay, I'll do my yoga, you do your thing, and then we'll both meet up on Sunday. And it was just good knowing that he's out there doing his thing and I took action on my yoga. And I might not have taken that action if it weren't for that kind of a pact. So it's good if you have someone you can work together as a team. And I used to think of myself as a little bit of a lone soldier. I was very competitive, and I didn't like, you know, I would train alone at the gym. I didn't like having a training partner. Now I think this stage of my life, I'm starting to have more of a joy around teamwork and camaraderie, and so yeah, that's been going on right now. So I like to plug this book, Nathaniel Branden, because he talks a lot about honoring yourself, and I'm learning just how important it is to go out there in the world and be the person you truly know yourself to be. You know, a lot of the times we don't take action because it may upset our family, and the family won't understand me, or my partner's not going to understand me, and I really don't want to live a life like that. I mean, I can understand how it's, you get yourself in certain situations and you don't want to put it into people's faces, but at the same time, you know, you got to be who you are. and create a life where you're living in alignment with who you are. And when you can do that, I found that when I do that, I'm not striving so much to get to someplace else. I can be here in the moment, in the now, and something magical happens when you're in the now. It's like a doorway to something else, a sweetness to life, when you just experience things as it is without judging what is going on in your body, without judging your thoughts or your emotions, and just being with them in the now, not trying to escape the now so much. And it's been good right now to get greens in my body and accept and love who I am, along with all my faults. You know, it's light and dark. I have darkness about myself. I'm quite vain, you know, I like my hair to look a certain way, I like my videos to look a certain way, and that's okay, because I've come across this whole, I really truly see the possibility of loving all of myself with all my imperfections and everything. And, you know, I enjoy the quote, I shared it with you, that the secret of life is learning to be a fool gracefully. And what I meant by that is, you know, sometimes we do foolish things, things that kind of make us want to squirm, you know, especially when we're out in public and we trip up. But I've learned to love that part of myself that messes up. And, you know, it helps. There is a certain continuity about life. I don't mean boring routine. I mean a continuity about my general mood right now is good, because I don't escape into vices like I used to, pornography and cannabis. You know, I used to have those vices. They were always there to numb me. They were my sedatives. I would lose myself in porn or cannabis or nicotine. I would make a rollie and I would be, you know, this story of me being in the struggle, and I don't have that no more. And there's that more kind of flow. And I'm also really appreciating that, you know, the one, the all that is God, the universe, the source, the divine. It's not some far out there thing. It's here now. And you can access that when you're in the moment, and you can make contact with your beingness. And I don't mean, because who we think we are isn't really who we are. The ego, it is an aspect of us, but there's something deeper than that, a beingness which is beyond the internal chatter that goes on in the mind. I don't mean that you can't have a personality. You know, have a personality, have a unique character, but to know that there's something that is deep within that is really calling the shots. You see, the ego thinks that it's calling the shots, and it can lead you into situations that can be quite troublesome. So there is a beingness there that I'm curious about making contact with. I'm curious as to what will come, what will happen when I'm really in alignment with the real me. There's a curiosity there now about life, being accepting, being grateful for what is, but being eager for what is to come, having access of more to more of who I really am. So go out there in the world, be who you really know yourself to be. And Nathaniel Branden, he talks about really being honest with yourself and really looking at your actions and looking at your behavior, and, you know, really taking the reins of your own life and saying, okay, is what I am doing in alignment with the me that I really want to be? How much longer am I going to put this off? You know, if you want to make something really difficult, keep putting it off. It will become very difficult to do. So it's like, okay, am I really going to put this off another week? Am I really, when you mess up on the Tuesday and say, oh, I'll leave it till next week now, I'll just eat all the pizza I possibly can. I messed up, sometimes I would make myself ill. There would be no balance. It was an extreme of all or nothing. So the extremeness has gone. There's a good balance right now. Look, I have my own challenges and stuff going on in my personal life, you only get to see my videos, and usually before I make a video I get into a bit of a zone. So, you know, I'm not perfect by no means. I have my things going on right now that are challenging, so but these things that I share with you on the videos are the things that help me through those experiences, and help me to gain the most from them, to gain the learning that is within the challenge. If you don't have challenge, how can you grow? How can you expand? Hope you got somewhere from that. Take it easy. Peace.